welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is T, and here on this channel I talk about loc content, health, as well as beauty. So if you're interested in any of that, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe down below, and also hit the post notifications button so you're always aware of anytime I post something new. So for today's video, I'm giving you guys a 5, almost 6 month update on my locks, where they are, how they feel, if there's any changes, any differences, how it's going on the experience for me. First, I'm just going to give you guys a close-up, a visual of what's all going on right now. So here is my hair. As you see, there is tons of frizz. I have a lot of bunching and budding. I have some locks that are smaller. I have some that are thicker. You don't really see any 2-strand pattern. And I'm also going to mention at about 4.5 months, I didn't have the problem of unraveling anymore. Another thing I'd like to note is my hair does take a little bit longer to dry since it's more condensed up now. And I'm just trying to show you guys like some of my more, I guess, further along in the process locks. And I'm also showing I have a little bit of Loc Jewelry. I'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. But yeah, this is 5, almost 6 months locked. And these are those pieces in the front that where my curl pattern is looser, and I wasn't sure like how it was gonna, you know, lock up, but some ends just look kind of like that, like they're kind of straight in a sense. I don't know what they're gonna do later on. Compared to my last update, which was at 3 months, there's some significant changes. My hair does not at all look the same. Now, number one, the thing that I noticed, this happened around like 4 months. It was probably in the middle of 4 months. I just noticed that my hair just did not stretch anymore, like how it did when I first initially had starter locks put in. I'm going to insert a little video or a clip or something of me stretching my hair when I first had them installed. And then now, as you see, I'm pulling and it does not come down. I used to be able to stretch my hair like right here, but I cannot do that anymore. So like the hair has definitely condensed and shrunk up into itself. Another thing I noticed is they are a lot thicker and firmer than they were at the time when I did my 3-month update. So like there's a lot of hard parts inside of my hair that are actually locked. In about 4 months, I did have hard parts, which is why you see I have a couple of pieces of Loc Jewelry, because I figured the parts of my hair that were already hard could actually take and handle jewelry. And I haven't noticed my hair thinning or weakening in any way, so I've just left the little pieces that I put inside there. This one's just my birthstone. I thought that was cute, so I just put that in there. And then I have like a couple of gold rings in the back, but that's about it. I just wanted to try something new to try to spice up the look a little bit. One thing that I have been experiencing, especially in month 4 to 5, is a lot of scalp tenderness. I was never really a tender-headed person. Like, you know, there's some people who can't really get their hair combed like that or go to hair salons because they're so tender-headed. I was never that person, but now my scalp's a lot more tender. I don't know how I spent like 8 hours at a point in time just doing these braided styles and putting them in, and they'd be tight too when you first do them. I just don't know how I did it, but that's one thing to note that's common for a lot of people to experience. Another thing, my hair will stick up in all types of directions. Like obviously I have a scarf on, I take the scarf off, well, however the position it was in that whole entire time, it's gonna stay that way. I literally have to spray water to actually manipulate it to be in a different kind of shape. And then I also want to just be transparent, because this is a fresh retwist that I did yesterday myself, but like that's not how the whole entire of the 5 months, this is not how my hair was looking most of the 5 months. And I'm actually gonna insert a photo or a clip right here just for transparency purposes, because I didn't want to just come on the camera and just act like everything's all, oh, everything's just beautiful and all that. Like, no, month 5, I'll be honest, I lived in head turbans for the whole entire month because I had retwisted my hair. Then by week 2, I was having all this fun, went to the pool, had fun in the pool. Not only that, I'm pretty active. I work out 3 times a week, pretty much 3 to 5 days out of the week, I'm doing something. So my retwists do not last. It's just looking however it looks. And you know, that's something that I had to eventually come to just accept. And that's one thing I do like to note, like if you're thinking about starting locks yourself, also just look at what your lifestyle is. So if you're a very active person, just know your retwist will not last you. And if you are very obsessed with having a very manicured and neat look, that's probably something that either you're gonna have to A, just get over, or B, just decide whether, you know, locks are for you or not. But overall, what I'll say, something I guess I've learned up to this point is, me personally, I guess I did have, not an obsession, but a want for a manicured look all the time, especially when, you know, before having locks, I would do my own hairstyles and all that stuff. And locks kind of pushes you to not have that manicured, neat look all the time because it's just not possible. You can't retwist your hair once a week and expect to still have hair. Just when you're in that first year, it's a little difficult, which is why, you know, I highly recommend the head turbans and the head wraps because, again, as I said in my last video, I don't believe that there's an ugly stage. I just believe that there's a transitional period where your hair is just trying to turn into mature locks and you just have to go through that period to get there unless you're gonna instant lock or something like that. But overall, I'm still enjoying the process. Every single day is like a new learning experience. Every single month, I learn something new about myself and also my hair and even things in regards to my mindset. My hair is actually doing a pretty good job. I get excited, like each month it's like completely different. I don't see any 2-strand twist pattern anymore in any of my locks, so they're maturing pretty well. I'm filming this video on June 4th. I would officially be 6 months on June 16th, so that's why it's a almost 6-month update. More than likely, I'm going to come back and give you guys a 7-month update, and I'm gonna try to do an 8, 9, 10, all the way up to a year pretty much. Just for anyone who's interested, you're actually like, you know, watching and sticking along with the journey, then, you know, again, press the post notifications button because there's going to be a lot more content of that coming out. That concludes this video. I do hope that you guys enjoyed and I will see you guys all next video.